It's my pleasure to give this laudation for Professor Alan L. Balch. I've known Alan personally since 1989 when I met him at UC Davis. However, I was already well aware of his research before I actually met him in person because I had read his publications on one-dimensional metals, chain complexes, and his work on binuclear complexes of platinum and palladium. He was already well known as an outstanding synthetic chemist, and I came to Davis because of his reputation, along with that of Phil Power and Marilyn Olmsted. Alan earned his BA degree in 1962 from Cornell University, and he must have possessed a passion for research already at that stage, as he was co-author on 2 papers with his undergraduate advisor, David Guss. He was recognized as an outstanding student, receiving a Leeds and Northrop Fellowship, as well as an NSF pre-doctoral fellowship. He was inducted into the Phi Beta Kappa, one of the oldest and most prestigious academic honor societies. His first paper appeared in the premier journal of the American Chemical Society, which we all know as the Journal of the American Chemical Society. He then attended Harvard for both his master's and PhD under the guidance of Richard H. Holm, who we all know as Dick Holm. He maintained high productivity and he published 7 papers in the top tier journals in the field of chemistry. Began his career at the University of California system in 1966 at UCLA. He moved to UC Davis in 1970 and became an associate professor in 1972, full professor in 1977, and a distinguished professor in 1994. He served as chair of the Department of Chemistry from 1994 to 1997. His research and contributions to the field have been acknowledged by several prestigious honors, including the American Chemical Society ACS Fellow, an American Association for the Advancement of Science AAAS Fellow, the ACS Award F. Albert Cotton Award in Synthetic Inorganic Chemistry, and an NSF Creativity Award. He's delivered lectures at various named symposia, both in the United States and internationally. He served as an associate editor for the Journal of Inorganic Chemistry from 2006 to 2021, and has been on numerous editorial advisory boards. Before discussing his research, I want to emphasize some of his service to the university. So as I mentioned, from 1994 to 1997, Alan served as chair to the Department of Chemistry at UC Davis. During this time, extramural funding grew to $17 million portfolio by the end of his time as chair, even though the prospects for research support were bleak nationwide. Undergraduate enrollment surged to 14,000 students. He involved our faculty in the redesigning of both the organic chemistry and general chemistry courses to improve course offerings for this large influx of new students. 6 new faculty members were added to the department under his watch, partially replacing the 11 faculty who retired prematurely due to the VERA program in the early 90s. As chair, Alan collaborated with the Molecular and Cellular Biology Department to successfully establish a core group of faculty in macromolecular X-ray crystallography. Recruitment in the field of structural biology posed particular challenges involving 2 departments across 2 colleges, joint search committees, 2 department chairs, and 2 deans. At the time he was doing this, it was like a very novel idea that we would collaborate across, especially across colleges. The addition of faculty in the macromolecular X-ray crystallography had been the topic of discussion in UC Davis for over 20 years, and Alan played a key role in establishing this research core. Alongside the successful recruitment of 3 faculty members in structural biology, he contributed to a successful proposal to the Keck Foundation, securing an additional $1 million for the university to enhance equipment and facilities for structural biology. So this was a time of great change for the department, for the College of Letters and Science. When Alan started, he was reporting to 3 different deans, Deans Crummy, Tomlinson Kesey, and Rock. Alan participated in an advisory committee, and a transition occurred from the College of Letters and Science to the Division of Mathematical and Physical Sciences within the College of Letters and Science. This model proved successful for chemistry and the college for 25 years, and during this time, this transition, Alan strongly and effectively opposed the addition of a 4th dean for college administration. Alan has led the inorganic chemistry in our department, helping those faculty in our department to become a powerhouse in inorganic chemistry, recognized nationally and internationally. He has been and continues to be our inorganic chemistry graduate advisor, and his commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion has profoundly shaped our department and graduate student body. He has established a research environment in his own lab that appeals to a diverse group of individuals, as you've seen in the video, including undergraduates, graduate students, postdocs, visiting faculty members. And many PhD students graduating from the Balch group have been women and members of underserved groups. Students from his lab have gone on to hold leadership positions in industry and academia, including the past president of the American Chemical Society, Katie Hunt, an ACS award winner, Joel Miller, and a former UC Davis vice chancellor, Fred Wood, among others. He has also leveraged his excellent relationships with the Cal State University campuses to recruit the diverse population of graduate students into the graduate program at UC Davis. In particular, when he was the chair of the graduate recruitment committee. So it's accurate to say that his efforts have helped transform the makeup of our graduate students into a diverse body that better reflects the demographics of California. Alan has had a highly successful career, publishing over 550 peer-reviewed articles. His research interests are broad, encompassing biochemistry, coordination cluster chemistry, as well as materials chemistry and electrochemistry. His papers appear in, I think, the whole spectrum of journals that cover chemistry. And his research is characterized by both breadth and depth, emphasizing the synthesis, structure, and bonding of new complexes and materials. Alan has achieved international distinction in fullerene chemistry, discovering new compounds that in many cases were unimaginable until they were structurally characterized. These compounds have shown potential in technological applications, including redox, active thin films for batteries, microelectronics, coatings, and magnetic resonance imaging agents. In addition, his work on structure, chemical bonding, and reactivity of a diverse array of metal complexes constitutes significant fundamental advances. In the fullerene field, he's been at the forefront of fundamental breakthroughs in understanding structure, bonding, and chemistries of these novel clusters. In the metal cluster field, his group led to a remarkable discovery and research, solvoluminescence. These are clusters, trimers of gold complexes that release bursts of light upon contact with a solvent. In the metalloporphyrin field, he's made significant contributions to our understanding of the coordination capabilities of iron porphyrins. Of course, I could go on for some time just trying to capture the essence of his research contributions, but I would like to just say a few last words before we get this lecture started. Overall, Alan Balch embodies the quintessential image of a distinguished professor in the UC system. He's an exceptional colleague, highly innovative, a remarkable researcher leading a robust fundamental research program that has significantly impacted the field. His work has provided essential knowledge and understanding of the potential structures, properties, and chemical reactivity of these exciting new polymorphs of carbon. His advances in cluster chemistry have resulted in new structurally elucidated compounds with novel properties. And probably even more importantly, he's been an outstanding mentor to students, postdocs, and to the faculty, especially the junior faculty and inorganic division. He's training the next generation of leaders for the chemistry community. My dear colleagues, students, and Professor Balch's lab alumni who are here, join me in welcoming distinguished Professor Alan Balch to the podium.